Hi everyone, this is Rosa, back filming another video. And to be honest, I was going to film one yesterday talking about my experience in being targeted. And I know it's all about the mindset, the type of mindset that you're going to have when you're being targeted. There comes to a stage where these people are going to, after a while, try to set you up. And everybody in the comments is helping me by telling me this already. And I'm really thankful for this community that I have here right now. And yes, they see that my life is going fine, that I'm just getting better. And I keep going towards my future. And their little distractions were not making any difference in trying to take me off my course or literally take me out. In most of my videos on this channel, you've known that I've talked about these people trying to take me out. Now, I believe that my neighbors are in on most of the targeting that has happened here in my new place. And let me just say this, it's not just them. But when I moved to my new place, right, I was still with the same people, same family members who gaslighted me and put me through hell with the whole gang stalking. Can you hear them? They can hear me. They just came back. They just came back next door. You heard me. You heard me. My neighbors are a part of helping this setup try to take place. They think everything is about them. It's not. And they're trying to use their kids to gang stalk me. As a TI individual, and has most of you guys experienced, they will use their kids to try to scream at you, to try to act weird around you. And to be honest, they're kind of sort of giving you like, it's kind of like they're trying to let you know something, but at the same time, they're trying to distract you. And let me just say this, kids are very smart. And it was only last year, or around 2.5 years ago, I was still a kid. And you know what? People have guessed my age, and you are correct. I am 19 years old. 19. So I'm not even like, I haven't really gone through at least a couple years in being an adult. And, I was targeted at 13 years old. And then the targeting escalated to a couple years, 5, 6, 7 years. I was targeted till so right now I'm 19. So 19. Next year I'll be 20. But yes, I'm still in my teenage years. And this lady who I see would always see all the time working in a little space decided to try and attempt to set me up. Now, if you've seen a video about me being on the train, and there was this lady, and I just posted a picture of this lady, but I scrubbed her identity a little bit. And these people today, I really don't want to scrub their identity a little bit. I really want to expose them, show their face, show these people and expose them for trying to set me up. So, guys, you are going through this with me, and my neighbors are absolutely trouble. They're absolute shit. They live in a very crap house, and they think it's okay to target people in nice houses, target people and their children and their families and try to ruin their life. Let me just say this. Even though I didn't get along with one family member, my family was perfectly fine before the gang stalking. Like there will be like I wouldn't say that there was nothing wrong. Like we just didn't talk to each other. Like we minded our business. But I always did stay away from my mom's partner because he was giving me pedo vibes ever since I was little. That's basically it. But we got along as a family, right? Even my cousins, like there was no problem until these people decided to target us. And why did they target us? Because they're greedy and they have no soul, they have no personality, they're nothing. They're not real. And yes, they are physically real, but they're not real in terms of if let's say somebody is born smart and able to get into a business that they will do well in. These people can't because they don't have the mind for it and they can't do it. They're just average people, people who are simple minded. And the same people who are using their kids to target me, even though I'm basically in my teenage years, I last year being teenager, I've been targeted since I was a minor. Like that's how bad it was. I was targeted since I was a minor, and it's very awfully similar to trying to traffic someone. And this is what they don't want me to talk about. They really don't like me talking about this, let alone exposing them for their little campaigns. Now I do have their pictures, and from all the attempts they've tried to do on me, they are watching me. Yes, they are watching me. And from the advice that I got from the divine, from my intuition and someone else's intuition, we need to reprogram our mind, and it's a mind game. It is a mind game, and we need to choose how we are going to fight these evil people. We are fighting them mentally. They won't get physical with you unless you are just too good for them and you're just doing too well. I'm not saying they won't, but it can happen. But they are targeting pure and innocent people, and they target children. And like the way I was targeted as a child, I was very vulnerable. Like I would rely on my family for everything. They provided everything for me, and somehow, about bad people just want to come after me, and a lot of these people who are agents pretend to be everyday people, but they would literally go undercover as people. And it's all because just you being here, just you being alive, is exposing them for who they really are. Very sick and corrupt people. And God knows what they do with their children. Like that, like I know that amongst all the families who are getting their children to target me, or are acting or have children but are very badly targeting me, I know that they're doing something with their children. I know that 100%. Targeted individuals are mentioned in the Epstein files. I'm not saying your names are in there, no. But weapons like psych weapons, psychological weapons like these EMF or EM frequencies that are used on us, those are in the Epstein files, that they use to target individuals. There are so many names in there, but They are literally targeting just people who weren't even aware of what of how of that extent we were, but not to that extent like all of us are shocked that they were doing this to us. Literally trying to take our energy by psychically, spiritually, and harassing us if you want to be non-spiritual about it to hurt us. They are trying to sensitize us. And we need to ask, what are they doing with those kids? Like these people have kids, right? They're going to grow up, and what, they're going to become like their parents, just messed up in their head. Like, what's going on with their children? Like, what are they doing to their children in their house? I just want to know that. What are they doing in those childcare centers? Because my mother works with children. She's a teacher, right? Um, I still see people as adults, and I'm still adjusting to the adult life, even though, well, I'm my childhood was okay, but I was getting stalked at 13. So you can just imagine the hell I went through and how many personal conversations I had to relay with Jesus in a meditative state. And yes, I am being so badly targeted in church. And it's not even an Orthodox church, it's basically a Catholic church, right? Orthodox is way better because Orthodox is the real religion. In my personal opinion, you can believe whatever you want. I am very, very spiritual apart from the Orthodox thing. But where demons come from, where these entities come from, who these people worship, which is the devil, Saturn, right? It's a planet. Orthodoxy knows about this sort of stuff. They know more than they know about the Catholic Church, and most of the records within the Catholic Church are inspired by the Orthodox religion, in which they exterminate demons, or like they just, with the whole garlic thing. Um, it has nothing to do with what you see on the movies. Like it comes in a spiritual sense where to ward off bad things, right? And I'm not saying which is better than which, but see for yourself. My culture didn't have to express that for me because I already can see it, which is the better side. Always choose the light. And it's like you always have to be in this state of mind where you have to be prepared. Like you really have to be prepared. Like you never know when they're just going to gang up on you and try to attempt to set you up. And you know what? I saw that something was going to happen there one day or later down the track. What I didn't see was that it could have possibly been somebody across from me, but was not part of my agency. So what happened? She pretended to be the manager, my study place. And she is, but she's not. She's kind of lying. So I'm still studying like a little bit of a touch up basis on what I'm um learning, right? So I'm really young. They do start young. I can't believe it. Like you would think that they would start targeting you when you're an adult, but they don't. As soon as they see a pure person, someone who's innocent, they start at a young age with you. Very disturbing, is it? And I'm 19 now, and I've been dealing with this since I was 13, so 2019 to 2020, quite a long time. Um, it became like a very bad thing in 2021, but it was like the start of it was 2019 to 2020, late 2019 2020. Already said that in all my videos. Yeah, while I was working at a little desk, and everyone around me, um, so as soon as I came through that door, my teacher, like, so my teacher, who is in fact managing the place, and the students there, started targeting me while I was working, and she kept doing it every single second while I was working, right? And she's been away for so many weeks, and she's decided to be away for more weeks. So I think, oh, she had a nice holiday and she looks and feels better. And then there's other people there who start doing the same thing as she doing, targeting me, right? So they don't want to give me a break. They don't want to give me a peace of mind. Look at me, they want to say. Look at me. Get irritated by me. Get upset by me. Like, this is what they want. They want to rile you up. Let me distract you so badly that you can't even focus. I'm home now. Like, do you know how hard it is to just even get this peace and quiet here? Like, I had to move states so that I can study better and I can stop getting targeted, because back where I was, I don't even know if I'll be alive. But here, like, there's you cannot escape it, right? But then again, I did say to my mom, do not choose that place, because they already know I'm choosing this place and I do not like the layout. I know the neighbors are going to be absolute shit. And I could see from the side view on Google Maps that the neighbors would turn out to be absolute bullshit. And they are. They're absolute bullshit. And they don't like anybody with jobs. Like, these people, you will look at them and you would think that they're just going to mind their business. No, they're going to want to know everything about you. They're going to want to know about your routine. The same bullshit that where I was back where I used to live. They can even see me naked in my shower. Like, this is how invasive they're going to get. It's so Epstein-like, isn't it? It's so freaking wrong. And to think that they have children, like, all these people, like, you just don't know what they're doing. Like, they're all part of this cult. It is a cult. And God forbids what they do when they have parties. Like, what the heck are they doing? Like, we just don't know. They're up to no good. And all of these police and security people who are so far gone are going to be involved in that. I will just tell you that. There are people that are going to be in police and security that do not want to get into that type of corrupt way of living, and still try to help you, but not really, and still try to help you. But there are still going to be a lot of corruption. You're almost on your own here. And you are very lucky if you have at least one family member who's not gang stalking you, not gaslighting you, and will actually just understand what you're talking about. Do some research, at least if they don't know about it, and begin to say that, okay, we need to do something about this. We need to help you. I'm going to show you support. I didn't get any of that. I just got a lot of fake love bombing, gaslighting, and then some bipolar from my parent. And then my other parent, is absolute shit. And, he was already my other parent, who happens to be my mother's partner, right? So they're co-parent. He's a pedophile. Like, he's a straight pedo, because he should not be seeing me like that as well, like in my bathroom or anything. Like, I can't even sleep in my room. He's so fucking creepy. I really want to move out and get my own personal space, but I honestly can't. Like, I can't. Like, I really need to just just toughen it out until, or like, literally just hold on until I can get my privacy in wherever place that I can save to afford to live in. Because right now, this is the only place I can stay at. Otherwise, I'll be kind of fucked. it's horrible. Like, like I would like I made sure that like when my mother's partner was around, I had my door locked 24/7. Like I did not trust that bastard. Like I did not trust him. He was so creepy and he acts in such a perverted way. Like he has that same look that these pedophiles have, like Epstein. Like he just has that same disgusting look and that smirk. It's disgusting. It's just revolting. And that lady today who tried to set me up by like with the coughing, the sneezing, the fake coughing to try to sensitize me and set me off to and I wasn't even set off, right? I just matched their energy and this is what I usually do. And here's the thing, they were being so fucking obvious about it. They were going so loud that I couldn't even hear my own thoughts. I couldn't even hear what anybody was saying. I couldn't even hear the traffic. They were so loud. They were so loud. And when I would do it back, they would do it louder. So they kept going louder and louder and louder. And they were being so fake about it. There was nothing real about these people. They're fake. They're so fake. And all of these people were immigrants. All of these people were immigrants, Karens, like the stereotypes of Karens, how they think they know and they think they're better than everyone and they know everything. So there was a stuck-up Karen that kicked me out and pretended to be the manager. She pretended to be the manager. And my teacher listened to her, even though I know she's not the manager. I know who runs this place. The lady who runs this place is an old lady and she has a short pixie cut. And she's the manager where you send all your work to. What she did not say was that she kind of owns the building, kind of. And that my agency, although the agency that I'm studying at is renting the place. That's what she did not leave out. So she's a dumb bitch and a dumb fat one as well. So she can stick her fat finger up her fat ass because I swear to God, these Karens are what's making this world go to shit. And these complications you see on YouTube about Karens gone wild. And this, how many times I've experienced this from a young age. These Karens just setting off at me. Like they're so dumb. Like they have these horrible, horrible haircuts or these just horrible hair. And she was so fat and so red. You would think that she just came back from the potty. Yeah. I don't care. Like if you are going to try to attempt this on me, I've been through this too many times where like I had to eventually study your little characteristics. Me relaying what I'm trying to say to these gang stalkers. If you targeted individuals understand, I have their faces on my phone. And there was a lady that was a very old lady that was studying there. Not a very old lady, but a middle-aged lady who was the same type of Karen. And when I saw her walk into that center, I thought, oh shit, something's not right. And she didn't look like she was there to study. Like, what type of lady who looks like she's part of the bike club? Like she had like I love bikes, right? But one thing I don't stand for are these people. I do like bike. I do like bikes. My grandfather liked bikes. He was a little bit of a bikie, but he wasn't really a bikie because he was more. He just wasn't like that type of guy. He was very professional. But there are these types of bikey characteristics that to this day, like they're very aggressive, they worship Satan, that they have this like really rough look to them. And it was a woman, by the way. So yes, there are some good bikies out there, but she was one of those characteristics. And she doesn't look like she can ride a bike though. She looks like she can assault somebody on the street and then get arrested in 2 days and then get released by the police on bail for possession of marinara and cocaine. That's what she looks like. She looks like an absolute crackhead. And she was studying at a place where people like me should study at. Like, she's well over your years. She should be, I don't know, like, if she should be at fucking the government center trying to get her money, right? This is where she should be. And I'm not going to apologize for swearing. Like, we all allowed to swear. We can say sorry, but this is honestly ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, she was behind. Her back was faced towards me, but I could see her in my corner vision. I didn't pay notice to her because I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my work. I'm focused on what I have to do. And she's these people are going hard at it, right? And this ugly lady that was having her back towards me, she was working on her thing. She was pretending to work, but most of the time she was just sitting like that, just looking at everyone, not even minding her own business. And she came out, right? Once that lady came out and tried to confront me. Now, this lady who works for the Parent Pathways agency decided to approach me and approached me indirectly, no, directly saying, "You are fluffing and you're trying to make everyone unwell. And you are putting everything like being infectious. Well, this is what you guys are doing. This is what they are doing to me. I am minding my own business. I'm doing my work, and they are trying to do that constantly when I cannot even hear my own thoughts. I cannot do the calculations in my head because they keep trying to upset me and trying to distract me from what I have to do." And this lady, right? This lady, once she's just blah blah blah, bitching and yapping like a fucking dog, because she's a dog. She's a bloody dog. And these dogs shouldn't be working in these agencies. They should be locked up in a prison, just like all these disgusting corrupt people who do these things to children. Stop targeting children. Stop targeting us. Leave us alone. Like this, what is this about targeting children? And she has the audacity to say that I am targeting them back, these adults back. That and this is what they're doing to me. And she's like, "We have young children here." Like the only young children I saw here was a 15-year-old boy that was applying here to and he was like he came in with his parent, and his parent who made it worse, right? His parent, who looked like a drug addict, was just going off at me, coughing at me while I'm just quietly working at my desk, minding my own business, right? And she's like, "Oh, my son just come here to apply." And blah 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 blah. And she said that, and like she couldn't ring the agency. She said, "But it says Parent Pathway, so I'm confused because my son is trying to study something, and why does it say Parent Pathway?" So you can see that the two agencies are conjoined within each other. So it's like there's no wall. It's just all a part of the same building. And it's like this lady couldn't just ring to ask what's going on. So she couldn't so instead of trying to find out, she just decides to walk in without a meeting, looking for a son to apply. Very, very sketchy, very dodgy, because as soon as she saw me, she started just full on gang stalking me while I'm just trying to work my thing. Like she just rang to see what's going on. Instead, she just made it worse. Like these are the people, if they want to try to depopulate the world, why don't they try to depopulate by starting with these knuckleheads in our world that are trying to hurt and torment and take down intelligent people who actually have a brain and can accomplish more than what we should be able to accomplish and what we can. These are the types of people that they should depopulate. Little scumbags like that. There's so many smart and intelligent and beautiful people out there that deserve way more than what these bloody people are doing to us. And yeah, why this lady was just going on at me. Like, yeah, like and she's like, and while I was going towards the other room, right? Because I was like kind of quietly taking photos. And by the way, I'm already telling you this, that all the people that are in the building are just quietly, but sort of not quietly at the same time, watching me. They are watching me. They're all watching me. There were so I'm trying to be calm right now, but enough is enough. I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm going to go towards my path now. I don't need to tell anyone about it. If they try to read my mind, they'll be eradicated in my mind. This is my mind. This is my body. This is my life. Nobody can control me. Nobody can program me. I'm in control of my own reality and I can program my own brain to be who I want to be. This is what all your mindset should have, guys. This is the type of mindset that you guys should have. Never let these scumbags win. They are making our world into a dumpster and they are trying to hurt innocent people like us. People like us that don't deserve this. They're a bunch of creeps and they're disgusting, perverted individuals. These people should not be able to reproduce and have kids. In no way, state of mind, should these people be having kids. They need to be seeing people who are specialized in handling narcissistic disorders on the general public. But eyes wide shut, almost everybody is involved. Eyes wide shut, almost everyone is involved. And yes, I do notice things. Yes, I am noticing what is going on. And yes, I am not okay with it. So, whenever I hear the term intimidating children, there was no children in that center. Absolutely nobody. None. They were lying full blatantly to my face. These are adult people. Like these people are messed up in the head. Like these are adults. What they're trying, it's like, why would you put a bunch of stalkers and a bunch of like children in the room, and these children were not even there. They were there 1 hour earlier, and that was that one 15-year-old boy who his mum took there to apply, right? And in no way should that fat lady be handling children. She's going to brainwash these kids and fuck them up for life. We are wondering, why are so many people turning out to be bad people? Even covertly. Covertly meaning we are not knowing that they are going to be a fucked up individual. It's because there are these rubbish people who are in these centers that you normally go to that are brainwashing your kids and you don't even know about it. And then again, targeting innocent people who are truth speakers but don't need to say the truth unless they are being targeted so much, which is what they're doing to me. I know more than I can talk about. I can talk about more stuff. But, I'm just staying in my lane. I'm minding my business, right? I know that in my heart that these people are going to get exposed eventually. But they know I'm a true speaker and they know that I can have and I have the power to speak about it. So they are pushing me to just kind of talk about what they're doing to me more. These people are trying to set me up. They are trying to label me as somebody who's not capable of doing my work when I am. You are trying to target me psychologically where I can't even think, and you are just harassing me. You are harassing me. Harassment. You are harassing me nonstop. I'm just sitting at my desk working quietly, and you are over there. I'm always targeted by fat people. And it be these Karens, and right, these Karens, these fat Karens, who look like they've been birthed by an alien. Like they are ugly looking. They are ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. Okay? And they are trying to set us off course. And I said to my teacher, right? Because one of the students was outside at the same time that I just came in, and that teacher was gang stalking me full on. There was a bloody Middle Eastern guy just staring at me through the window, and he had his phone in his hands, and it looked like he was filming me and texting at the same time. And I was very uncomfortable. And I said to my teacher, "Excuse me, I am uncomfortable." And I said that in a very quiet voice. I said, "Excuse me, I'm a bit uncomfortable. Can you please move that guy somewhere else, or just tell him to just go somewhere else?" And I didn't mean it like in that way. I was so nice. I said to my teacher, "Do you please move this guy, or just tell him to just move a little bit away." That's all I said. And that lady from the other side of the room could hear what I was saying about me asking the lady to move the Cree. So it seems like what he was doing with my picture, he was sending it to everybody to do some witchcraft later on. And while I was in a little small town that's not too far away from my town, only was it yesterday or 2 days ago, right? There was another Middle Eastern guy who took my photo. They're a bunch of creeps, and they're working with these Karens and these people to basically traffic me. It's basically trafficking, like attempted trafficking, like leave me alone. Like the fact that children, like if you've seen in the Epstein files, right? How used to Epstein they were getting. So basically these children were adopted by Epstein. This is how he was able to abuse them. And like I said, I'm not saying that that didn't happen to me, but what I'm saying is the fact that these children that are they're unwillingly going ahead with it, they are thinking that these people are friendly because they're giving them candy. They're telling them it's okay. They're telling them, oh, it's normal. Children are so innocent. The fact that you're bringing up children in this is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I was targeted since I was a minor. I was vulnerable, and I was so vulnerable. I had nobody to turn to. I was so scared. I called out to everybody. Nobody helped me. I had to swallow my trauma, and I had to accept it for what it was. And I had to keep going knowing that I didn't know what it was. Until one day, last year, no, not last year, 2 years ago, when I was around 17 going on 18, I found the strength, I found the spiritual strength that it was going to be okay. And that, yes, the world is fucked up and I'm just going to have to keep going through this. It's disgusting. I don't know what these people are doing to these children, but it's obviously not right. Like, I don't know what they're doing. And the people around me, like I already said, neighbors are involved in surveillancing me, watching me, following me around everywhere. And basically trying to set me up wherever I go. Like They are infiltrating every type of business I'm into. Like in every type of business or new course I'm studying, there always is an older lady that is there to try to set the scene to set me up. There's always an older lady that is with me. And this older lady is always the stereotypical weird type of older lady. In every single new course or new job I am at, there is an older lady that is watching me and plotting to psychologically fuck me up and to harm me and my business or job or study that I am currently at. Leave me alone and let me study in peace. They're not going to do that. You know, there's not going to be any justice for us. There is going to be justice for us, but we are going to have to fight it spiritually. We have no choice. It's a mental game. They are playing with us, like we were told. They are basically perverts. They're pervy and has a targeted individual that is being gang stalked. We have no choice but to just call it for what it is. It is so similar. It is so similar to trafficking. Like, it's so similar. And it's so similar to the types of stories you hear about what's going on with Epstein and the types of people that are involved. And nobody wants to talk about it because people don't want to talk or admit it. And do you realize it's starting to connect the dots? Because that's exactly what I'm doing here right now. I'm connecting the dots and I'm telling you the truth because I see it for what it is. It's absolutely disturbing and it's disgusting. No amount of like if I go into my bathroom and I have a shower, like everyone's gonna watch me. Like I'm very violated. Not in terms of privacy, I'm very violated. I am so violated in terms of privacy. I'm not saying I am like I said, targeted individuals are not the same thing as victims of trafficking. We are targeted individuals, and a lot of the times they are going to intimidate us. And from time to time, if they find us attractive, they are going to try to traffic us. Good luck out there because they are watching us and they are scared of us exposing them for what it truly is and their mark of the beast system. Because it is a mark of the beast. It's a mark of the beast. It's a mark of the beast type system. And I don't see anybody fasting for Lent or fasting during for like an orthodox type thing. I see people fasting for other reasons and I find that so strange. That is their belief, not mine anyways. But isn't it interesting how most not even most. Isn't it interesting how people who only focus on the light, Christianity, Jesus, they are not targeting us. It's always the messed up people who look a certain way, people who act a certain way, people who are involved in a cult that are targeting us. It is a cult. And these orgies that you see that are happening, that you've heard about, especially from Bohemian Grove, are definitely happening. The worst you can imagine is happening. It is real. And be prepared to accept that it's real. People are fucked up. There's no such thing as a normal person. These people are messed up. Orgies happen. If you don't know what an orgy is, go into Google and search it up. It's something that these Freemasons do within each other. They do really gay things to basically level up a certain way. Did you see that recent video about all these boys having a frat party? And it was like in a basement, and then these cops found them. And he was saying to them, because they were like having a frat party, and these cops found them and from a security alarm going off, and he was like, "What are you guys doing?" And then one of them later confessed it was just a hazing party, but it was actually a ritual. And these rituals that happen, right? This is what they're doing to get power off us, because they're messed up in the head. They're not normal. And this applies to every type of culture that is involved in trying to harm innocent people. Like, I'm going to do a full-on documentary talking about Jeffrey Epstein, actually. I'm going to, because I was actually looking into the files, and since this topic is so memed on right now, like people are just memeing about it, people are just joking about it. There's not enough people that are talking about it from a serious matter. I'm actually going to possibly make a video about it and how it links to targeting people like us, people who are victims. And I'm not saying that we are not victims of this guy, but he was using these sacrificial spiritual things on other people like us. I do feel really, really bad that these people were targeted by this guy to that extent where they had to basically they were being hunted. And it is in fact the elites who are controlling the minority to do this to us. And it is a non-stop no touch torture. It is a non-stop no touch torture that they're doing to us. And you know, we really have to be prepared. It's a mental battle. It's a little mental game. And I've been going through it for many years. Like they don't seem to want to leave me alone. And they like to gaslight. So my neighbors are fucked up, right? They're fucked up. They're not right in the head. Like it's something really you don't watch people in the bathroom when they're naked in the shower. Like it applies to all cultures, right? You don't do that. It's called it there's some sort of moral decency. There's some sort of code of conduct that should be applied, and that has been broken for a very long time. And you know, if you've heard about what these elites are doing to children on these islands, he's based what they were doing, and still to this day are hunting them. So they are basically taking these children, adopting these children, even just kidnapping them to basically hunt them on these islands with guns to see who can survive. It's absolutely fucked up. If you see anybody participating in it, have this at the back of your mind that in one shape or type of form that they are involved in some type of ritualistic or ritual practice. They're either involved in these orgies, or they're either just feeling each other up, or just doing some really disgusting things. It's exactly like that movie Eyes Wide Shut. And I feel like Tom Cruise. You know Tom Cruise. He's with his wife and he's just seeing everything for what it is. Like Tom Cruise is just looking at everyone like, oh my god, like everybody is involved and you can't even say their names. You can't even say their names because everyone is involved. People that you can't even imagine are involved. Just say it for as it is. Say it with no emotion, because this shit is really disturbing and it's really, really dark. And everybody is involved in this disgusting thing. Just if anybody is interested in you, say no, thank you. I'm not interested. You don't like. You're not gonna even gonna trust anyone that wants to be in a relationship with you, because they're probably, well, they are a part of this shit, and you don't know if they've participated in these orgies where they wanted to level up to get rich and famous, or just have some money in some type, or status in some type of way. Like they are participating in these rituals, and they are definitely doing some gay shit. They are definitely doing some gay stuff. Um, I would say Ghislaine Maxwell is alive, and let me just say that my grandma's name is Ghislaine, but I would just say this for what it is. My grandma looks nothing like Ghislaine Maxwell. She is French. My grandma is, like half French, right? Um, and like I said, I have like a German and Slavic background, right? But she is half French as well, and her name is Ghislaine, but she doesn't look like Ghislaine. There are a lot of people who have, but there are majority of people who have the name Ghislaine, but that is what is so disturbing. It's just so disturbing. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. Like the rabbit hole that this goes to for us, is so disturbing. Um, my grandma's name is Ghislaine, but she is not. But and she and I, if you see me talk about my grandma and how badly she targets me, how much she gang stalks me, and how far she goes with it, right? Like how far she goes with targeting me. And I don't need to put into much feeling about it, even though people do. Like she's acting like she literally has the same name as Giselle Maxwell. And she's targeting me and at the same time I'm a target individual is being targeted by people who are part of these cults. My grandfather was a Freemason. My other grandfather was a Freemason. It's more common than you think. And I was a sacrifice for these people. They keep trying to sacrifice me. They keep doing black magic and witchcraft on me. And I keep praying and I keep going. I keep pushing past through it. But, it's my blood that they have on their hands. It is basically sacrifice season, during Lent. Like you see the royal family. The royal family, they're not even celebrating the Catholic tradition anymore. They're not even celebrating Lent. They're celebrating the immigrant religion. Like what the fuck? The world is just backwards. Absolutely backwards now. Like it's disgusting. Like shame on these people. Shame on these people. That fat lady. These and that lady that was behind me in the other room. They should be the ones targeted and put on a list to be watched. Has fucked up people. You don't do this to noble people. And it's always whistleblowers. It's always people who are exposing the truth. And I already said this before. That before I was targeted, I was investigating what the corruption that the elites were doing among the general public. They are trying to silence people who are able to speak about what is going on, to speak on these matters. And they are trying to put their bullshit on us when all we do is live our lives, go and, work towards our career, and at the same time call out these behaviors of these people for what it is. And I always see like young adults who have already had children go there. I always see that, and you would just think that like you would not want to take your children there when these people who are looking after them are not right in the head. And this lady is it's always the people who are not a part of your agency that try to get involved. in your agency to try to cause trouble, be a troublemaker, and make the gang stalking situation worse. And I said in front of the fat lady, in front of my teacher at the same time, in my head, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to say it. I'm not hiding it. You are gang stalking me. And she's like, gang stalking? What is that? And I'm like, you are gang stalking me. People are pretending to be sick, to be unwell, and I am just matching the energy. And if I am doing that as well, why are you offended that I'm doing it? So it's something that's fucked up, and they are trying to set me up for this scenario, this situation. And I knew not to go today, but my mother, is a professional gaslighter, encouraged me to go today. These people are not well at all. And they don't want to see anybody who is going to do good in the world and help others do better. I don't want any corruption in my reports or files. I don't want any of that corruption in my reports and files. Like if I get into another business, if I'm going to keep going towards my career and they're going to keep saying this bullshit, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to put it on my on my device for the whole world to see about if they are writing anything negative about me, the types of reactions they're trying to get towards me by trying to set me up, by trying to get me to get so irritated where everybody is gaslighting me and everybody is pretending to do their work when they're not. And I'm the only one who can see it for what it is. And I did say to my teacher, because she came from all the other, like the other side to approach me. Like I knew she was watching me. I knew her and that other blonde lady were watching me and spying on me the whole time. And they are spying on me. I did not give them the password to my social media. I did not give them access to my social media, but they can see what I'm posting on my social media. They know who I am. They already know who I am. They already know what I'm posting on my social media, and they are targeting me because of my career and my social media and what I'm going to do. There are layers to this, and it just it's a very spiritual battle, and we are like the main characters in this. When we are set apart to stand apart, we really need to act the part. And so, in this matrix where people are generally acting so fake to you, we need to mentally figure them out and at the same time, but matching their energy. We think ahead. They think ahead. We keep thinking ahead of them. We find the energy. This is where Christian, Catholic, Orthodox religion with the fasting comes in. We fast for Jesus Christ, not for any other fakeness, for the divine spirituality, the divine Christ consciousness. We fast for that. And this is what makes us stronger and making us stronger this season. Um, and what's crazy is that in my other videos, my videos captured my neighbors and their kids gang stalking me, like through the sound. Isn't that interesting? So they're upset that some of them are upset that they got in their children involved. Because now that they can the way that these children are gang stalking me through the audio is has been recorded and it's going to be posted on this channel for the world to see. So now they don't want to get their kids involved because their kids are going to be exposed as basically a little decoy to and look, like I said, I feel bad for them, for these children that are being used by these people, being used by these people to basically, like, it doesn't do anything to me because I'm basically like, like I'm a teenager and at the same time I'm an adult now, and I kind of feel bad for the fact that these parents are basically using their children. Like I just can't understand that to basically get at others. And at the same time, it's going to help these children who could potentially be targeted later on in life to realize that their parents are fucked up. And these children were heard in the audio screaming me, and it sounded like they were screaming for help. I don't know. Like they were just, cause like, let me get this straight. My mother works in childcare. I've had kids call me, like, say secret things to me when I was younger. Like, oh, this person's watching you. That person, like, I had these types of like children telling me that. I'm like, what the frick? And then I had children at this train station going past me on their bicycles saying, "Oh, you're so pretty. You're so beautiful." Like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like, how sweet. Like, like they're using these types of kids and it doesn't do anything to me because I know what they think of me. So it doesn't hurt me in any types of way. Um, but they're trying to use their kids to basically do what kids do when they're upset about something to upset me, and it's being recorded in the background of one of my videos that I haven't posted yet. So, but let me get this straight, right? The people who can see me in my bathroom or bedroom, is it just adults and teenagers, or can kids see me in my bedroom and bathroom as well? Because that's fucked up. Like, people are messed up out there. You will know who is right in the head. You will know. And when you do know, you don't say anything. Be careful where you eat, and be careful who you trust. And be careful who you're going to encounter before you go to that place. Especially the fake people around that person that are going to be around that. You are not alone, and we can do this. And she also kept trying to say to me while I was talking, "Can you keep your voice down? Can you keep your voice down?" Like with this lady, like my voice was already down. Like she was riled up at me. She was telling me all kinds of bullshit, and I didn't want to hear it. And she kept saying to me, "Why do you keep wanting to stay here?" I don't know this lady. Like she's away from me in the other building. I don't know this lady. She's like, "Why do you want to stay here?" Basically, why do you want to study here? Why are you studying here? Like basically what she's thinking. Why hasn't our setups worked yet? That's basically what she's trying to say to me. Because she doesn't want me to study there. Whoever this fat lady is, right? Something that I already didn't mention before I said that, right? Um, which is also none of her business why I want to study here. And it was, and like, I've tried to study at many places, and if it has failed, it's because of the targeting of the programs I've done to me. But I am getting stronger, I'm learning. So when I'm getting back at it, I know how to mentally prepare for it. People are trusting these people with their children. Nowhere is safe. Um, like she's like, why do you want to stay here? She was saying bullshit. Like she wasn't sounding in um literally correct. Like she wasn't sounding grammatically correct. Like what she was saying was just little bits and pieces of words stuck together, trying to pretend to make sense. Always targeted. Like I but when it comes to fat people, I am so targeted by it. I'm not even joking. And what are the types of people we see in these cults or these Freemasonry cults? Fat people. I'm not even like it's always people, immigrants, migrants that are targeting us, and they're all in these disgusting cults, just rubbing off each other. Yeah, so I was kicked out of my study for today, and I have to, and if I was to study, I'll have to do it at home or just send it to, drop it off and send it to my teacher. But this is wrong. They're pedophilic, and nobody's doing anything to help these children that are being used by adults to target innocent people and young adults. And what these children are being told by these adults, right? Because I will tell you one thing, right? When children see me being targeted by these adults, they they either like don't understand what's going on, or they just copy what their parents do, or they just kind of feel bad because they're very smart, right? And if this is their way of making money to give to their families and children, then they shouldn't be doing that. And I'm going to be releasing those two videos right after this one, and you will hear what's going on in the background, how bad they are trying to distract me, like just like any other citizen and individual little neighbor, like just like anybody else. Like anybody would just like not want to hear a bunch of screaming at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and going on for 2 hours, it, and facing you, like these kids were like facing me from my behind. You know what? They look like they need help. Like they look like they're in trouble. Like something's going on with them. Like I don't know. Like because it's something that's fucked up, right? I don't know what's going on in these cults. I do when it comes to my targeting, and sometimes I don't want to know about it. But I do feel bad for what them using their children to do this. I don't know if they're abusing them. I don't really know what's going on. Um and I already said on my channel that I want to have kids one day and a family one day. And I don't want anybody to touch them. I don't want anybody to get near them. I don't want anybody to watch me. If I have my family, I don't want anybody to watch my kids one day. And it's disgusting that I was targeted at such a young age when I was basically a minor, a kid. I got like my country protects absolutely nothing. Um, And like I said, the people that you always see that are getting arrested or getting trouble with the law, it's fat people, people involved in drugs, any types of people really. Like I'm saying it like a stereotype, but when I think in my mind the worst types of targetings that I've been going through, they're kind of ruling the percentage almost at the same level as when immigrants target me. I've been called a Russian spy many times, like a Russian spy. I've been called a Russian spy. And Russians are seen as soldiers, so they call me Russian spy, like it's okay. I'm not offended by that. In Russia, like Satanism is banned, and that's a good thing. Satanism should be banned. Um, not to say at least, like there's that song originated in Germany, and it's a mental mind game that they are playing with us. So keep going, guys, and let's keep exposing them for the bullshit that they are. And if any of you who are targeted have kids or their kids have been taken away by these disgusting individuals, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope one day, or even spiritually, energetically, you can connect with them and you can be with them. Because I can't imagine the pain you have to feel as a parent that you can't even see your own child. I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. And I've known many targeted individuals that have said to me that they're a parent and they can't see their own kid. That's very sad. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry if they've taken them away or kidnapped them. I'm sorry if that happened. I'm so sorry if they did anything. We have to keep being strong and we have to keep fighting it. Even if we are young as well. I love you all and I hope you stay safe. And you keep your sanity safe while they keep trying to attack us psychologically. Because we really can't talk to most people about it, but we need to stay strong about it. I'm going to end this video and then I'm going to post my other ones and their pictures. We need to stay strong.